It's a beautiful Monday morning. Thank you so much for staying with us this beautiful morning on ITV. And this morning, we would be having a very interesting topic. And of course, our guest here that would be helping us analyze this particular topic is seated here. And of course, I am not going to be anchoring this program alone. I have my guest, my co-anchor, Patricia Gebres. Hello, good morning,
Good
Patricia.
morning, Mercelina. You look so pretty this morning. Good
Thank
morning, and thank you
you.
for joining us on ITV this Monday morning. You can actually watch us on GoTV Star 140, Star Time 130, and you can actually follow us on our UHF Abuja 44 and UHF Benin 22. You can also follow us on our social media handles. We have the TikTok, the Facebook, and of course, our YouTube channel. Merci.
Thank you so much. All right, this morning, our guest that will be helping us analyze this particular topic today is Chief Gode Ofase. He is a publisher and editor-in-chief industry newspaper. Hello, Chief Gode. Good morning.
Good morning, Marcelina. It's nice to be here. Patricia, it's nice to see you.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for
After a
coming.
very long time.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
All right, this morning we would be looking at the PDP just concluded convention. What does Wike, Fayose and Anyanwu's expulsion means for 2027, forthcoming 2027 election? At its national convention in Ibadan, the PDP expelled several high-profile members, Nyesom Wike, Minister of FCT, Ayo Fayose, former Ekiti governor, and Samuel Anyanwu, former National Secretary, among others. The motion was moved by Chief Body George and seconded by Governor Bala Mohammed. Delegates unanimously supported the expulsion. And also some persons have been saying that it has been too long, that they've been waiting, that especially for Wike, that you cannot be here and here at the same time. I mean, you're in PDP and at the same time you're supporting APC, that the expulsion has been taking too long and they've been waiting for it actually. And also the party described the action as a necessary move to address anti-party activities. Some governor in the person of Governor Caleb Mutfwang of Plateau State and also said the motion does not reflect his views, and Amadou Fintiri, governor of Adamawa State, condemned the expulsions, warning that such actions deepen the crisis rather than heal it. And also we've been seeing some couple of defections lately where some governors from PDP have been defecting to APC, and it has got a lot of people talking, a lot of speculation saying that, oh, PDP, a lot of people have been defecting. Does it give APC the chance for the forthcoming 2027 election? And also we saw that Taraba State governor has announced that he would join the APC soon. He hasn't defected yet, but he has announced that he would join the APC soon. Chief Gode, what do you make of the PDP decisions, to expel Wike, Fayose, Anyanwu, and others at the Independence Convention, at the Ibadan Convention? Is it purely about anti-party activities, or is it more about consolidating power?
Well, thank you, Marcelina. First and foremost, the run-up to the Ibadan Convention has been rife with a lot of controversy, court orders, court judgment, and the rest of it. And I think the Ibadan Convention did what a normal party should do, all right? When you have people who are not in line with the party constitution, you sanction them. But whether they have the powers, because the court has said don't hold that convention,
Yeah.
and they went ahead and hold it. I mean, there's another court in Ibadan that said go ahead with the convention.
Exactly.
So I think first and foremost, is it too little too late, or is it necessary, the action of sanctioning these party leaders? If you look at it, you find out that the people like Ayo Fayose, Nyesom Wike, Chief Danobi, and the rest of them have their body, their spirit has left the PDP. So they are not just the body, the carcass. That is that they are just answering the PDP so that whatever they want to do, they can do. I mean, still have the rights to do, as it were, so that the other one will not say, okay, you are no longer members of our party. I think these are the things that could have been done earlier than now, even immediately after the general election in 2023.
Are you saying the explosion should have been done earlier than
Yes, this is what should have been done. I mean, it's the same body judge who moved the motion. But the judge is as guilty as Wike. In the last general election, he actually campaigned for Labour Party openly, while Wike campaigned for the APC. Wike did not even campaign for the APC. He didn't show himself to campaign for anybody. Only during the election that he decided to work the magic for the president to get the River State, as it were. All right. So he couldn't get Wike to campaign for anybody. It was just the only people Wike campaign against was the PDP, was Atiku as at that time. He didn't allow the Atiku campaign have his state campaign in River State, but he allowed the rest of the parties have it. So this thing should have been done much earlier.
Chief
I mean,
Godi.
it doesn't.
Chief Godi. Okay. You said these things would have been done much earlier. Yeah,
yes.
that's what some persons actually are saying. And let's talk about the fact that the courts gave the order for them not to hold the convention, and we all know that the judiciary has the final say. And PDP, they still went ahead to do the convention, and we saw that different governors attended, in likes of different PDP governors, they attended, and knowing fully well that in our constitution, the judiciary has the final say, but they still went ahead to do the convention. What do you have to say about that?
You see, the people the organizers of that convention could have aimed on something. You realize that the Supreme Court judgment also said that the court have no decision to stop any party activities. The party leaders should resolve their problem. The recent court judgment about what happened to Anyanwu and the rest of it. All right. So the Supreme Court, which is the apex court in the land, washes hand off any party issues by the court. So if the Federal High Court could give that judgment and could say, okay, wait until this, stop this, INEC don't go and what power where do they derive their power? When the highest court in the land said the court cannot meddle into the party affairs.
But they went ahead.
That's what I'm saying. So, in as much as the Anyanwu, the Wike side says the court has said it, because they are on two sides, Wike side and Makinde side, and the Makinde side says, oh, see, this is what we are talking about. The Supreme Court says the court do not have the local standing to meddle into our affairs. All right. So why should the court? Why are you taking us to the court? Because at the end of the day, if this case still get to the Supreme Court, the Supreme Court will still give the same judgment that it gave early in the year concerning the party issues.
Okay.
So the two sides are now holding their grounds based on previous judgment or the current issue in the court.
Okay, Godi, do you think, could you say this explosion can become a legal battle? And how damaging could this court intervention be for PDP's preparation for 2027 elections?
PDP has been down on its knees. Look at all the by-election that has been done. You find out that PDP will usually be is either the key opponents in the elections or the key opposition in the elections, are now being relegated. The recent concluded election in Anambra. When I look at the list and I find out that PDP candidate was not even in the equation.
He was there, but he was.
That's why he wasn't in the equation. So it's not as if the people, in fact, whatever action they are taking may be a recipe for bringing PDP back, as it were. But because the lacuna is that would the INEC recognize the newly elected National Executive Council? Are they going to recognize it? But when you have people like Wike and the rest in your party who do not want the party to breathe, to a point that PDP in Anambra State was using his form to beg people to come and buy. Nobody wanted to touch PDP form with the longest spoon in the world. So it's not today that we are talking about the actions. The PDP is on its knees. For me, as a political analyst, if you ask me, I will ask people like Wike to actually say where they belong. choose your fight. Are you in APC or in PDP? Make that known. You can't be APC at night and PDP in the morning.
Okay, Gordy, let me go straight to the question that a lot of Nigerians will be asking right now. Do you think Wike is going to accept this explosion, or you think he's preparing something to come and hit back?
Wike is an egoistic person. He's not going to take it lying low. You know that. What is he going to do? He's going to ensure that he goes to court. He uses judicial powers and wants to do this, he wants to do that. Wike does not care about PDP. And I think he doesn't care about PDP. Neither do every other persons that are playing an ostrich today. All right? Because I think Wike people play ostrich. You can't hide your head in the sand and think your body is also hidden.
So you see him defecting?
I don't see him defecting. He just want to play a spoiler. He's not going to defect. Because if he defect, the PDP will rise again. You will not have any reason to want to go to court against PDP. All the things they are doing is for the 2027 election. And I keep saying it, that after the 2027 election, you will see how people want to rescue, because Wike knows himself, he knows that he will not be given a position of power in APC. Because the APC people know who he is. He knows the kind of power he can wield. So he knows that if they give him that, he's not going to do that. So he wants to use PDP as a bargaining tool for anywhere that is going to.
But so you're going to say that, or are you saying he's a mole in PDP?
I wouldn't call him a mole. He is a well-known person who has made himself known. He's not hiding. A mole is someone who is still here, he will be here giving you support. If he's a mole, he will not say that everybody should step down for President Tinubu, that is doing well. 2027 is a done deal. A mole does not say that. A mole says that a mole will tell President Tinubu, you are not going. But at night, we'll go back and tell him, don't worry, what I was saying is not true.
Chief Gordy, several governors in person of Muftwang Fitiri, they've publicly distanced themselves from expulsion, from this Wike expulsion and the rest. What does that tell us about the balance of power within the power?
Messelina, these are the governors who are afraid. These are the first-time governors
you think they're scared?
Who are afraid that the federal government may use the federal might in denying them re-election. These are the government that have been mooted to want to go trust to the APC. So what do you expect? And the person who is brokering this for them in the APC is Wike. Is the one brokering this. Like, if you cross over, your second term is secured. So you don't expect them. Why are you not wondering why Bala Mohammed is not joining them? Because he's serving his tenure out, and he's the chairman PDP Governors Forum. He doesn't care. He wants to be the president of this country someday. So he must. If you want to be a president of this country someday, you can't just obviously cross to APC.
Okay. Gordy, we know that the expelled leaders hold significant grassroots structures and in their different states. How will this affect PDP's chances in 2027, if there's any chances at all?
You see, I keep saying this anywhere I go. But I say, look, the very first problem that PDP had is ADC.
ADC.
Yes.
Okay.
That's the very first problem. Now, before the Wike problem. All right. Now, I don't think PDP chieftains should genuinely think about 2027.
They shouldn't think about 2027.
I think what they should think about now is to rescue themselves. Is to ensure the party does not sink.
Wow.
2027, they have lost ground that they may not be able to make up before the elections. Now, we have seen another set of court cases. It may take till the almost end of next year, which is, election is February next year, all right? February 2027. So what ground are you going to make? So I feel if the PDP today come together and release a statement that we are supporting President Bola Ahmed Tinubu 2027 re-election, the crisis in PDP will cease.
You think so?
I know so. I know so. Look at all the parties that are clamoring in presenting a presidential candidate in 2027. They are all a problem. Apart from ABGA, who have obviously come out to say, we are supporting you, sir, in 2027. So if that happens, that's what I'm saying. All of these crises will end after 2027 elections. Most of the crises in these parties will disappear. Because those in the APC who supported the current president to get re-election will now want a different platform to advance their own political
You made mention
aspiration.
that the PDP, they don't stand a chance for this 2027 election at all. What about ADC? The whole coalition?
Yes,
article, this
the
stuff.
ADC, if you ask me, stand a better chance than PDP. Let me. I want to put this in perspective.
Okay.
They've obviously become the main opposition, not in terms of the members of.
But they are also having problem of a presidential candidate.
That's what I'm telling you. They have a grasp of their problem. Is not hydra-headed like the PDP problem. The problem is hydra-headed. How can you spend a whole 8 months planning for a convention only to thwart it? All right? That will not be the case of the ADC. The ADC people, I think what the ADC people are concerning about, the problem of the ADC is who is going to bail the cat, who is going to be their presidential candidate.
Exactly.
That is the only problem that they have. They don't have problem balkanization, they don't have division, they don't have, apart from the Kachuku, who is a very featherweight, who is doing the bid of the same minister of FCT, Wike, in the ADC. But it doesn't have that kind of power, because why the PDP problem is bigger is because the people who are opposing PDP are still in PDP. They are strong, have money, and they can do whatever they want to.
Okay, Godi, many Nigerians see this as the boldest disciplinary action the PDP has taken in years. Do you see it as a sign of internal strength or internal crisis? And would you say this action came at the right time or it's late?
I think this is the first time actually in political circle that Wike feather has been ruffled. All right. I feel it might not go too far. This is the first time they are putting them in opposition, trying to rescue themselves. They've always been on the front foot. Whether it's going to help PDP strengthen or it's going to help PDP weaken, for the first time, the Wike camp is releasing a statement showing that they are the victim. Do you understand? Whether it's going to help the party or not.
So it's a good step.
Of course, it's a good step. That's why I said in my earlier remark that it could be too little, too late.
Yeah, because a lot of persons have been saying it's too late.
Yes, too little, too late. Because that's why I said to you that PDP, instead of trying to win an election at the national level, they should consolidate at the state.
Okay, so
and put not to sink.
Godi,
because if Patricia, if the party sinks, it might be too late, it might be too dangerous to resuscitate it.
Okay. You have just said it might be a little too late for PDP.
I mean, the actions
they have taken might be a little bit too late as against 2027 elections. What if they are preparing as against 2033?
Not just for the election, as against the trust the Nigerians have on the party. As against how, because a political party is no political party that can, if it cannot exercise discipline. All right? I mean, you have seen that in the party constitution, it's clearly stated that people who are obviously engaging in anti-party activities should be sanctioned.
Yeah. And
these people did that. We all saw it. Even the people who are not affiliated to this political party saw that these people did that. That the party couldn't do it. The party couldn't wield the big stick. So you allow it fester until it threatened the very existence of the party. Because Ibadan Convention was slated to be a platform to bring back the party in a big way. Because even those who left the PDP to the ADC, PDP were still in discussion with them to come back. And that's why some of them have not officially unveiled themselves in the ADC, as it were. So what happened few weeks to the convention, after everything has been put in place, some people decided to pull the plug. So when you look at all of these things, you ask yourself, is the ordinary person, is the PDP a party that, since I'm not affiliated to any political party, is there a party I can vote for, like they did, like Nigerian did for the Labour Party in 2023 elections?
Okay, Chief Gode, I want you to tell me now, at this point that PDP they are right now, what role do you think the elders or national figures should play to prevent further fragmentations?
First, I think the likes of Goodluck Jonathan,
Okay.
the former president of this country, on the platform of PDP, the former president, still alive today, Olusegun Obasanjo, these are the people that can come in and, I mean, step in and sincerely ask all the parties to withdraw case from court. Because you cannot discuss with someone who already have a case in court. What are you going to discuss with him? So there's no peace that you're going to get from that, because if he still continue to pursue the case in court, the court will give his verdict. The verdict could be pro or against. All right? So the party leaders, the former party leaders, the former vice president, secretary to the state government, former national chairman of the party, if they are still in that party, should come together and have a different arm of leadership in that party and step in and bring everybody to the table. But if you ask me, I think it's going to be a tough call.
Okay. A tough call
It's going
indeed.
to be a tough call, because most of this, you know that former president Olusegun Obasanjo has disassociated himself from political, engaging in political. He's now a statesman. Former President Goodluck Jonathan has also said that, until recently when we started seeing his name flying around, that he want to come back and the rest of it. So if you look at the former vice president, where are they? The party chairman, some of them have actually decamped to other opposition parties. So it's going to be a tough call. But if this must be resolved, this is the way forward.
Okay.
Because we saw some of Jonathan's supporters at the convention.
Of course, we saw his name, we saw people wearing his
pictures,
pictures and the rest of it. I don't think Jonathan will want to start election in a fragmented party. Even when the party was a unit, they still lost in 2015. All right, I don't think it will, this could be, please pardon me, this could be sponsored, the way political parties and politicians are behaving. But I feel that the way, if we need to bring back PDP is a major party. The late Ogbulafo, the former secretary and the chairman of the People Democratic Party, once declared in a convention that PDP will rule for 60 years.
I mean, PDP is supposed to be the main strong opposition party to the ruling party.
It still is.
No, you know, you are believing it is still the main opposition party. So persons are saying that at this point, the PDP are right now, that they are not the main opposition party.
If you use the true definition of main opposition party, they still is.
They still is.
The only party that has another governor is Abga 1 and Labour 1. The only PDP that has more.
So let me quickly ask you this question before we round off from today's program. As a media executive, how do you think the explosion will shape public perception of PDP heading into any elections? It doesn't have to be the 2027 elections. Looking further from 2027.
PDP has lost ground, a whole lot. Its traditional states have been lost to the APC, the Akwa Ibom, Delta, Bayelsa. Rivers is neither here nor there, so you know where it's going to. You see Taraba, Taraba has been a traditional PDP state, all right. Adamawa has been a traditionally a PDP state, all right. With the aid of Atiku Abubakar then. So the PDP has lost so much ground in terms of their strongholds.
So quickly, you don't think these people that you have just mentioned, when PDP finds their stand, you don't see them coming back to PDP? Just a quick one.
Well, if PDP finds its ground, you still see people coming back.
Good.
Still see people come because they did in 2015. I always like to base it with fact. In 2015 elections, the likes of Saraki, Tambuwa, they all left.
Yeah.
But after them, they came back.
Thank you so much, Chief Gadi Ofasa, for your time.
It's nice to be
Thank
here.
you for helping us analyze this particular topic. He just said that PDP do not stand a chance for this forthcoming 2027 election. Maybe after the 2027 election, okay, who knows, that they should put their house in order. Let's keep our fingers crossed to see what happens. Patricia?
We keep our fingers crossed.
All right, thank you all our viewers for staying with us today on TMI this beautiful morning from our Lagos Network studio. I am Marcelina Unko. Do stay with us as we hand over to Benin for the continuation on CMI.